Hi Saggies, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and another daily oracle reading. How are you guys doing today? Let us see. All right. Well, today's reading holds the energy of number 13. And number 13 is a powerful omen of hope, because it combines the energies of 1, which is the seed, and 3, which is the birth. And from seed to birth, one has got to have hope. Very, very nice. So already we are off to a good start. I love it. Now, what does that mean in today's energy? Well, how does it translate? Well, this could be you being shown certain indicators in order for you to continue to grasp to being hopeful when it comes to realizing things that you want, changing things in your life, seeing things move forward, seeing anything really, any sort of like change, growth, desire, goal, all of that. Now, let me pick for you your daily oracle card from the Tao Oracle. Let's see, what do you get? Nice. Okay, you get the opposition card. Disclaimer, this is an edited version of the card. I cut off the bottom part of it where it was just like a listing of so many, negative associations with the word like opposition that are too literal for me. Like, I'd like a more nuanced interpretation of energy. So, let's see further. I do this so you wouldn't jump to conclusions. All right, now, first of all, this card holds the number 38. And 38 is like number 3, right? Which is, again, the birth. And number 8, which is the infinity symbol of infinite power and strength. And it holds a lot of like mysterious energy behind it. And so number 38 means that your thoughts and your actions have a significant impact on the manifestation of your desires. Because 8 is really a manifesting number, because it's all about mysterious energy, power, like I said, and strength. It also talks about money and infinity and continuous flow from the universe. And 3 is also a magical number because it's the birth and the Trinity and the omnipresence and omniscience. And so really this is talking about the manifestation process. Just like I said from like in the beginning with the omen of hope, when I said in order to go from 1, the seed, to 3, the birth, you gotta have hope, and life is gonna show you omens of hope. Number 38 shows you that how you go from thoughts to actions, and how that process have a significant impact on manifesting your desires. Very, very nice and very interconnected so far. Now, if we add number 13 to number 38, right? 13 the day, 38 the card, we get number 51. And 51 holds the energies of 5, which is passion, desire, 1, change or seeds. And so, and identity too, and individuality and all that, and independence. So really 51 is saying to use that passion, that desire, in order for one to assert its individuality, its image, its birth, its start, its all of that. Which means that number 51 really holds the energy of being always in control of your destiny. So that's really, really great, because this is showing me that, well, we can never have like full absolute control of our destiny, of course, but we can be in charge of our choices, of our thoughts, like I said before in number 38, and of our actions, which both will have a significant impact on the manifestation of your desires and the manifestation of your destiny, right? Notice, significant impact. I didn't say like absolute control. But we human beings, we only need that to feel as if we are in full control, right? Just like sometimes all we need is a couple of things that don't go our way to feel that we're like spiraling out of control, and that things, and as if we're not in control of our lives. And so we're not equipped for this. So we start spinning and we start like, crumbling and all that. On the other opposite of the spectrum, since we're talking opposition, we only need to figure out and manifest a couple of things, right? From thoughts to actions to manifestation, in order to feel that we are in control of our destiny. And that's really, really beautiful. And how do we achieve that? Or how do we feel we're able to achieve that? Number 51, if we calculate 5 plus 1, we get number 6, and that's the overall energy of this reading. And number 6 is the number of love, teaching, guiding, nurturing, caring, everything that you do for someone else, right? Altruism, all that. And so inherently, number 6 also is the energy of support. So you offering support for someone else, or you are receiving support from someone else, or you are supported by life. Very, very, very nice. Now, let's tie everything together before we move on to the card section of the reading. Mainly, you are going to be receiving many, many powerful omens that will show you that there is hope when it comes to your journey from anything that is going from a seed to a birth, right? And so these powerful omens of hopes are constant reminders for you of your power as a deliberate creator, of turning your thoughts into actions. And that process is going to help you have a significant impact on the manifestation of your desires, which will allow you to feel that you are more in control of your destiny, and as if everything is in flow and as everything is going your way. And so you will feel supported by life, supported by the universe, supported by your community, supported by everyone, and you're supporting them as well. Very, very nice. All this energy that I mentioned, it's interchangeable, because opposition talks about wholeness, about duality, about yin and yang. And so whatever you're doing right now to someone, they're going to be doing it to you, and vice versa. So if you're receiving support now, it is because before you supported someone else, and vice versa. Very, very nice. I like this a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. All right. Now, first, right, I love for you to repeat with me 3 times an affirmation, right, to invoke its energy that is related to all of what we discussed. Repeat with me 3 times. Connecting with someone, although I don't agree with their opinion, simply opens the door of cooperation that could prove insight and result in a breakthrough. Connecting with someone, although I don't agree with their opinion, simply opens the door of cooperation that could provide insight and result in a breakthrough. Connecting with someone, although I don't agree with their opinion, simply opens the door of cooperation that could provide insight and result in a breakthrough. Very nice. Very, very nice. This is sort of like the essence, concentrate of this card. Okay. What this is saying is that whenever you don't agree with someone's opinion, this is a furthermore like invitation for you to connect with them, rather than having your automatic escape response, right? Like, because sometimes we feel like as if whenever there's an opposing energy that our first reaction is to, like out that door, like to escape, to fly, to move away, right? So if someone doesn't share our opinion or doesn't agree with our opinion, automatically we feel as if we're programmed like either to attack them, right? Or to not interact with them. And this energy is saying, these are not the solutions. Attacking them is only going to hurt you. It's like holding a coal in your hand and wanting to throw it at your opponent. The only thing that coal is doing is burning your own hand. So you gotta let go of that, right? Let go of that anger towards opposition. And escaping that, meaning you are not learning the lesson. Because opposition or contrast or whatever you want to call it is life's way of helping you grow. And without obstacles and without challenges and without different opinions and without another perspective and without another point of view, how can you grow? How can you experience paradigm shifts? How can you experience expansion? And so this is talking about loving the opposition. Opposites attract, right? That's the basis of love. That's the basis of attraction, because they complete each other. And that's the symbol of yin and yang here. Two things that complete each other. It's like a puzzle, two puzzle pieces that go in. This is like how our bodies are made, right? Our bodies on a molecular or cellular level, whatever, it's all how all the cells, all the molecules, all these enzymes, everything, all our neurons, whatever it is, they all sort of connect using the same mechanism, where you have like a receptor with a certain that looks like something specific, and then an enzyme, a cellular, a molecule, whatever it is, right? That has a specific shape and it interlocks in that and it receives it. And so that's how all our bodies on a molecular cellular level communicate. That's also how birth is conceived. With the sperm and with the egg or the ovule, and it just goes in it locks, it creates something bigger. So you see, life is programmed to have a seed and a receptor, to have two pieces that interlock with each other. Even when it comes to even our immunity system, whenever it wants to fight a virus or whatever, the theme is always that, two things that lock with each other and complete each other. Sometimes, in the case of a virus, whatever, it can be toxic to the body, whatever, but that's how the body learns to identify that in the future and have more immunity. That's how vaccine works. Anyhow, in order for us not to talk too much biology here, the whole point of this is to tell you that opposition is growth. So whenever you see and you sense opposition, I want you to celebrate that, right? Look at it from a different perspective, celebrate it, and look at it as an opportunity for you to learn something new, to grow, to expand, and to get that much closer to becoming a better person or becoming an evolved person on your journey. So the first step is to connect with someone, connect with them, although you don't agree with their opinion. What that does is it simply opens the doors of cooperation, right? Now, suddenly, there's a way for both of you to cooperate. And what does cooperation provide you with? It provides you first with its insight, because it's giving you another point of view, another perspective, another way of looking at life, another belief. So you're exposed to all these differences, right? So it will provide you insights, and it often results in a breakthrough. Now, what is that breakthrough? It can be a million things. It can be that you experience a paradigm shift. It can be you looking at things differently. Sometimes even, doesn't always have to be that the other person is right and is going to help you shift your perspective, look from a different point of view like them. Sometimes they just influence you in a way where you maybe you're a bit extreme in something and you just adjust and you're more tempered now, or you're more balanced, your point of view or your things. Sometimes it's even the opposite. Sometimes you might be like, it is your way of thinking or your habit or your whatever is what is right, but maybe lately you've been having doubts that maybe you don't consider yourself on the right path or have a good purpose or you're a good person, whatever. And then the opposition comes to reinforces that, no, don't have doubt, you're right, like this is the way, right? So it can play out in so many ways. But the idea here is opposition is not your enemy. Someone who doesn't agree with your opinion is not the enemy. It's actually an ally in, expanding and growing and reaching these goals in your life. Because if everyone was a yes man with you, like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years past, you can't grow, you can't learn from it if everyone tells you yes, right? Look at it from like how you parent kids. You can't tell them yes all the time, right? They'll end up being like not functional in life. You gotta tell them, you gotta oppose them, you gotta teach them ways. So that is a very, very, very beautiful energy. Now, let us look further into this card. So mainly what this card is like teaching us. First, if you look at it, it has the yin and yang. It has this person with the person like reversed. And so it's all showing you that it's like symmetry. There's like symmetry, there's reflection, there's mirroring and all that. And what this is saying is that there are two sides of every coin, right? So this is talking first of like the differences do not have to create any sort of breakdown because they're part of a unit, and they show you what they say. You know how they say like strength and weaknesses of each other or like something, but really I like to look at that duality as not like separate qualities, right? Because they're really like two sides of the same coin, so they're whole, right? And so really, because we human always tend to look at opposite feelings as if they're like literally two different coins, as if like, I don't know, as if this is like joy and this is sadness, as if this is darkness and this is light, as if this is death and this is life. But really it is this, right? That's joy, that's sadness, that's darkness, that's light, that's life. It's the same coin, it's us. There's no death without life. There's no dark without light. There's no joy without sadness, right? And so all of these qualities, we feel them as a human, right? If you look at your own self, you have all these feelings and you experience all these feelings, and this is the richness and this is the wealth of life, is to experience all that. Like, you cannot exist in life and just experience like pure joy. Like, that does not exist. Because if there's no sadness to oppose it, how would you recognize anyhow that this is joy? So you see, everything needs its opposite to reinforce its presence. And so all our life, we go in waves, like experiencing all of these things. And this is what makes the full picture of life. This is what makes you whole and complete. And so when you start looking at life like that, you start to embrace your feelings. You start to allow yourself to feel sad when you are. Allow yourself to feel angry when you are. Just like whenever you do feel, let's say, joy, you wouldn't be hanging on to it like the Four of Pentacles, like afraid of you losing it. Like afraid that the joy won't last, whatever. On the contrary, when you know that everything is temporary and you know everything is a cycle, you would live joy completely, because you know it's going to be replaced by sadness at some point, and then you embrace sadness when it comes, and then you feel it, and then you let it go, and then you embrace joy, and so on. Of course, this is easier said than done, but as you work more and more on yourself and your self-development and awareness of all your feelings, you embrace them instead of fighting against them, right? In both cases, the positive and the negative. And so this is to tell you that everything is unique in the world and everything has its place. And as much as everything is unique and every feeling is unique and you are unique and there's individuality and there's independence and there's all of that, everything is mysteriously like somehow that's number 8 for you, like interrelated, you know, to everything else. Everything is interconnected, right? And so, yeah, everything is beautiful in itself, right? The sad feelings are beautiful, the beautiful feelings are beautiful. Everything has its own flavor. You know, from pain, one creates art, so it transmutes it into beauty, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Now, if we're talking, we're gonna look at now like another aspect of opposition, which is sometimes it could be conflict or whatever. So let us look at certain examples. Whenever you are experiencing opposition with a person, for me there are like usually 2 ways, right? There is temporary estrangement, or like growing away or moving away in different directions, or just, you know, closing the page on that chapter. Again, never forever, because everything is revisited and everything will come back to you, and everything is like, you know, sometimes with that person, sometimes with someone else. There's nothing permanent in life. But it would be for now, you know, moving away from that person, moving away from that interaction, moving away from whatever it is, or finding a middle ground. Now, when we're talking finding a middle ground, like, or mediation, right, or peace, whatever, and trying to, you know, agree to disagree sort of energy. First, this needs to have a neutral ground between these 2 individuals, like somewhere where they would meet, and they need to be both like genuinely willing to give peace a chance. They need both parties need to have the sincere desire to accomplish harmony, right? Whether it is by accepting each other or accepting that they are 2 sides of the same coin or whatever, there needs to be that common will, right? And if there is that common will, then you are able to establish, you know, a merger, a union. Sometimes even it could be like oil and water, right? If you mix oil and water, I forgot the term. There was a scientific term of like elements that coexist but don't merge or don't transform. Also, you can always be that, but you can be the same unit, right? You could be sauce. Saucing on you. So, right? You don't always have to merge. And so that could be right away. But you have also to discern and realize that sometimes the energy, right, is not conducive to that. Sometimes there is one party on one energy that does not desire to accomplish harmony, does not want peace. Really, maybe it wants destruction, maybe it wants evil, maybe it wants, I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe it's and then in these instances, it is really futile to keep on draining your energy towards, reaching a union, because it takes 2 to tango. So you gotta know when the original differences is that you're not able to define a common ground, or like that someone doesn't want to define a common ground. And for that, confrontation becomes futile. It's only draining your energy. And so it's time to move away from that interaction, right? Whether you're moving away from the interaction, or you're moving away from the situation completely, or you're moving away from the person completely, whatever it is, but know always that there's nothing permanent. So that will make the moving away easier, because themes are always revisited in life. Sometimes you reconnect with the same people, you can reconnect with the same energy through different people, whatever it is, right? And so, yeah, that is my 2 cents regarding opposition. Now, in order to give this reading more nuance, by the way, regarding the affirmation, you can always check it out in my community tab, in case you want to meditate on it. So let me see, what do you get today as a quote? Okay. Like the paper dropped here. Opposition, I'm telling you. All right. Well, we get a quote from Albert Einstein for today. Let's see how it fits with the reading. So it says, the only real valuable thing is intuition. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The only real valuable thing is intuition. And so the way I see that this quote fits with today's reading, this is talking about mediation, or whenever you are confronted with opposition. And so what this is telling you is to follow your intuition. If you feel that, because sometimes the other person is not always communicating the same language. So it's up to you to discern and use your intuition to know if that energy, or if that person, or if that situation, whatever, have a sincere desire to accomplish harmony with you, even though you speak different languages. Then you can actually work on finding neutral ground and common goals, and learn to exist, to coexist, and learn to agree to disagree, and learn to complement each other and all that. And you can use that intuition sometimes to know when it is impossible, because the other person genuinely does not want peace or harmony, or like the situation does not want harmony, or it's not meant for you, whatever it is, right? So intuition is used to discern whenever it's time to move away, or whenever it is time to move closer. Both of them needs to connect though, right? You always connect first, and then you decide through your intuition if that connection or that communication is meant to put a stop to this, or to bring things closer. That was a very, very, very beautiful reading, Sagis. I love you so much. Stay blessed, aligned, and connected. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for liking my videos. They show me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for sharing my videos on social media platforms and through word of mouth, and by clicking the share button. Thank you for your comments, whether they're appreciation comments or sharing personal experience. They help me connect with you. I love reading them and replying to them. It's like a sense of community, right? And thank you for everyone who already subscribed. You are live. I'm telling you, you are live. I love you so much. And if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please do at the end of this video, or like below this video, there's a subscribe button. Please click it. It is your way of emotionally supporting me to keep on doing this every single day. I love you so, so, so much. Now go out and grow and connect and learn and get inspired and get insights and enjoy breakthroughs.